This week's parsha speaks about Parshas Lecha, about the nisyonis, the tests that Avram Avinu lived through. I'd like to share a word with you. It's in Pirkei Avos, the 5th parak, and it tells us, Asora Doiris, with 10 generations from Lech till Avraham, Lahodia, to let you know, Kama Erech HaPayim Lefonov, how the Rebbeinu Shem had Rachmanis, all these other generations, Machisinu Boyim, they were angering Hashem, Ad Shabo Avraham Avinu, V'kibol Schar Kulam. And Avraham Avinu came on the scene, and he received reward connected all of them. And the next Mishnah continues, Asor Nisyoines, Nisnas Avraham Avinu. Avraham Avinu was tested with 10 tests. V'omad bekulam. He withstood all of them. Lohidia, to tell us, Kama chibosei shel Avraham Avinu. How the Rebbeinu Shem loves Avraham Avinu, which is really this parasha. It tells us the tests of Avraham Avinu thrown into Ur Kasdim. Lech lecha me'aretzecha, go leave your father's land, go up to Eretz Yisrael, a strange place. V'hira'av ba'aretz, just go down to Mitzrayim. Send away his son Yishmael, Bris Milah, and finally with the Akedah. Now the question, the great Reb Chaim of Volozhin, Talmud of the Vilna Gaon, founder of the first yeshiva, he used to ask on this Mishnah, look at the discrepancy. 10 generations from Noach to Avram. It doesn't say Avraham Avinu, our forefather. When it speaks about the tests, it says 10 tests, Nisnas Avraham Avinu. Our forefather Avram was tested. Why here the stress on the word Avinu? Our forefather. So the great Reb Chaim said like this. He said, where does a Jew get the power, the courage, the stamina? Elderly Jew picks himself up, he's going off to Eretz Yisrael, he's making aliyah. Where does a person get such a courage? That comes from the nisoyin of Lech Lecha me'aretzecha. Avraham, who is Avinu, our forefather, indoctrinated Klal Yisrael for all generations. It's in the DNA of a Jew. I can do it. Avraham Avinu did it, and I'm also able to follow suit. Where does a Jew get the power to say, Gam zu l'toiva, whatever Hashem does is for the good? Things are not so rosy. And he says, whatever Hashem does, kol ma de'obad rachmano, whatever Hashem does, l'tav is for the good. That comes from the Nisoyin, the Rebbeinu told Avram, go to Eretz Canaan, I'll bench you. Agat lo shmecha v'yeh bracha. And there was a famine, he has to go down to Mitzrayim, they take his wife. Things are not so rosy. And he withstood this test. Another test. The Jewish people throughout history, Inquisition, Crusades, the terrible Holocaust. The Jewish people died on Kiddush Hashem, with ani mamin on their lips. Where did that come from? From the Nisoyin of Ur Kasdim, the Nisoyin Akedah. If Avraham Avinu and Yitzchak could do it, we can do it. Klal Yisrael throughout generations have the Emunah Shleimah and are able to do it. And that's a lesson for us. In our times also, people live through nisyonis, tests, and we have to know, as the Ramchal, Moshe Chaim Letzato writes in Mesilas Yesharim, a person was put into this world not just to learn Torah, and not just to do mitzvahs. He is put here, Lamed b'nisoyin. A person is put here for the things that come a bissel schwer, a little bit hard for him, and he can withstand it. That's what he's put here for. And we get it from Avraham Avinu. That's the lesson. And one more lesson from Avraham Avinu. It says in this week's parasha, Avram is called Avraham HaIvri, Avram the Jew, which the Medrash says means Avram be'ever echad v'kol ha'olam kulo be'ever acher. Avram is on one side, and the whole world was against him. The Rambam writes in Moir Nevuchim how they taunted and they cursed Avram Avinu for his beliefs. And Avram didn't flinch. He stood up to the world and he said, this is what I believe in, and this is the emes. Kol ha'olam kulo be'ever acher, were against him. The greatness of Avram Avinu is he stood up for what's right. Just a week ago we heard from the chief rabbi of Great Britain, right, Rabbi Mervis, and he spoke about this. Jewish pride, a Jewish person has to know what a Messiah, what a legacy he has. And he has to be proud of it. his tzitzis, his tefillin. He's not missing a day. Okay? That's important. A person has to know the whole world could be different and act different. But we are Jewish people. We come from Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, and we pride ourselves, and we give over this heritage. Here in the yeshiva, we give it over. Beroiv oiz v'goyin, with strength, with courage. We should all be zoichet to have a wonderful Shabbos and continue in this way.